Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull, here with your daily crypto update. Let's get right into it. Let's start off by looking at the top 100 crypto bubbles, see what the day is looking like in the crypto world. Looks like I see a red out there. I see nothing but red out there. Just a few bubbles that are green, about like 5-6 green bubbles, but most of them are red. Looks like the biggest loser of the day is the AI agent AI16Z. Is down 22% down for the day. Then we got Fartcoin is down 17.7 down for the day. Looks like these two are always the top two on red days. And then number 3 comes in Trump is down 12.9% down for the day. Let's see what the price of it is. Yep, it's at $37.29. I'm sure glad I sold it at $60. I'm sure I got out. I'm sure glad I got out. Definitely I do believe it had its run. Mr. Donald Trump made his millions and billions of dollars. Now he's just taking profits. So be careful if you're thinking about investing into Trump. I mean, unless it goes back down to like around $10, $15, then I might buy like a few $100s worth. See if I could do a quick 2x on it. So yeah, if it got back to like say $10, I would probably buy it and then sell it when it got like back up to like somewhere around like $20, $30. Make some quick money on it. But other than that, I think it's pretty much run its course. But whoever got in early definitely made millions, and it was probably Mr. Trump, his wife, and all his insider friends. So let's see what else. See if there's any other big losers out there for the day. Looks like the virtual protocol is down 10.8% down for the day, and Jupiter. Solana's DEX is 11.5% down for the day. Now let's check out the channel's favorites. Let's go see what they're looking like. See if they're red or green. Let's check them out. Well, looks like it's a sea of red with only one green bubble. XCN coming up at 2% up for the day. XCN has been holding strong above a penny. It's definitely consolidating above a penny, so that's really good. Looks like XRP is down 1.2% down for the day. Bitcoin is down 2.9% down for the day. XLM is down 2.7% down for the day. Jasmy is down 7.4% down for the day. Then we got Avax is down 3.3% down for the day. And we got Crow with Knife is down 25.6% down for the 25.6% down for the day. But don't get shaken out of Crow with Knife. That's how Crow with Knife is. It has a big run up and then it retraces, it consolidates, and then it has another big run up. It's very volatile. So don't get shaken out of Crow with Knife. I'm very bullish on Crow with Knife. I do believe it could get close to $1 billion at the top of the bull run. And right now it's a really good price. It's only a $26 million market cap. It's 0.7034. So I mean even if you buy it right now, anywhere between under $50 million market cap for Crow with Knife is really good, because I do believe it could get to $1 billion at least, or pretty close to it this top of the bull run. So if you bought it, let's just say $50 million market cap or below, you still have a good like 20x at least. If you bought it right now, at this price right now at $26 million market cap, you could probably do let me see, that would be 260 times 10, so almost like a like a 30-40x if you bought it right now. But it might go higher than $1 billion market cap. I'm just saying it could at least get to around $1 billion market cap. But it might surprise us. It might even get to like $3 billion market cap. Pepe, is already up, all the way up to like $9-10 billion market cap. And you see what Trump did. Trump, got up to like $8 billion or more, like in like 2 days. So I mean, like, that's how meme coins run. When they run, they run. And if you have been following my channels, you would know that the Kronos blockchain and its ecosystem is going to be a late bloomer. And Crow and Knife CAW is the number one. CAW is the number one meme coin on the Kronos blockchain. So it's definitely going to be a late bloomer. It hasn't had its run yet, but it will see its days in the sun, and it will go parabolic. It's just a matter of time. In the 2021 cycle, the Kronos blockchain also was a late bloomer, and the CRO token, which is Crypto.com's token, in the Kronos blockchain, it didn't top off until late November 2021 with Bitcoin. So I expect the same thing for the CRO token and all the Kronos blockchain ecosystem, like CAW and all the other meme coins. Crow and Knife, I do expect it to top off, at the top of the bull run late, around September 2025 with Bitcoin. In COQ, the cock inu is down 8.9% down for the day. Can't fade the COQ. It's a really good price right now. It's only at $60 million market cap, at 0.6087. Can't go wrong with it. It's the number one meme coin on Avalanche. And I do believe Avalanche is a AAA premium blockchain. And, COQ being the number one meme coin, it's definitely going to run. It's definitely, go parabolic. As soon as Avalanche goes parabolic, COQ is going to follow. But right now, Avalanche, hasn't gone parabolic yet. So that's why COQ hasn't run yet. But it will have its chance to go parabolic. In the 2021 cycle, last cycle, Avalanche, just like the CRO token, was also a late bloomer. It didn't, go parabolic until late in the cycle. It didn't top off until late November 2021. So, just like the CRO token and the Kronos blockchain, Avalanche and its ecosystem are going to go parabolic, later this year. So that's why, don't fade CAW and COQ. What I'm doing right now, I'm accumulating CAW and COQ because they're meme coins and they're like the number one meme coins in their blockchain. CAW is the number one meme coin in the Kronos blockchain, and COQ is the number one meme coin on the Avalanche blockchain. So when Avalanche and CRO tokens start running, Crow and Knife and the Cock Inu is going to start running as well. So look out. I do believe these two meme coins are going to have a lot of gains. Just got to be patient. Remember what Warren Buffett says, his famous quote, in the crypto market, it goes like this. The transfer of wealth in the crypto market is from the impatient to the patient. Well, actually, he says stock market instead of crypto market. But since we do crypto, I just put in crypto there instead of stock market. So remember, the transfer of wealth in the crypto market is from the impatient to the patient. So just have patience and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. But when it comes to Crow and Knife and COQ, probably more later down towards the end of the year. Although they are going to run up, I do expect CAW and COQ to be at higher prices here by the end of February, by March. There are going to be higher prices, but they're going to continue running until the late this year. So if you want to take some profits at around March, it would be okay. I definitely wouldn't. I'm not taking no profits on CAW and COQ until late 2025. But if you need the money and you gotta sell, nobody ever said it was a bad idea to make money and take profits. So that's up to you. But I plan to hold CAW and COQ until late 2025 and maximize my gains. But if you need money and you need to sell when you're in profits, that's just as good too. Okay, so let's get right into the Bitcoin update. See what Bitcoin is doing at the time of recording. So current price of Bitcoin at the time of recording is $102,760. We're doing really good for Bitcoin. We're staying above 100K. Although we have had two red days here, or we had one red day, which was today, January 22nd. And this January 23rd is not actually done yet. It could actually end up being a green day. We're just about like 6 hours into the January 23rd day on the trading day. But here at this January 22nd day, we did end up closing at $103,667. So that's really good. We've been closing above $100,000 for the last week. Yesterday we closed at $106,159. The day before that, 102,000. So I mean, basically, for a little bit over a week. Let's see, how many days here. You could pretty much say about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days we've been closing, right around 100K. Although on this January 19, we what day was it that we closed around 99? Oh yeah, it was this one right here. This January 16, we closed around 99,981, but it's only like $19 away from 100K. So we'll round up to 100K. So yeah, the last 8 days we've been closing above 100K for Bitcoin. So that's very bullish for Bitcoin. We haven't fallen back into this range between 90K and 100K, which we were, in that range for over 2 months. We were in that range from 90K to 100K ever since November 19, until we finally broke out of it here on January 17. So basically, around 2 months, we've been, in that range. So hopefully we don't fall back under it. We don't want to really fall under 100K. We want to build 100K as a support line. We definitely, don't want to go back under 100K. But if we do, if Bitcoin does happen to dip under 100K, if it does have like a flash crash to like 95,000 or some price in the 90s, don't get shaken out. That's just the market maker, trying to shake out all the weak hands. Trying to get everybody fearful, trying to get everybody to think that the bull run is over, so they could sell out of the position, so they could sell their coins. And then as soon as everybody sells their coin, they'll flip the switch and make Bitcoin go parabolic. You have to remember that Bitcoin has a 4-year cycle. It has 1 year bear market and 3 years of bull run. And right now we're in the last year of the bull run. We're in the beginning of the last year of the bull run, which I call the parabolic bull run phase. So we're in the beginning of the parabolic bull run phase, or like Raul Paul calls it, we're in the banana zone where everything goes up. So I do believe everything's still going to keep going up. But of course, nothing goes up in a straight line. We are going to have red days. We are going to have corrections. But we're still technically in the parabolic bull run phase, and we're about to go truly parabolic. We haven't really gone super parabolic. In the last 2 months, we've been consolidating, so we're about due again to go parabolic. Just like we went parabolic here, from November 5th, from the elections days, we went all the way from 67,000, really from 66,000 all the way up to 108,000. In about a month and a half. We went parabolic for a month and a half from 66K to $108,000. So that was about like $42,000. Although we do have a new all-time high now. We went all the way up to $109,358. So you see how Bitcoin, when it goes parabolic, it could go up 40,000 or more, in about a month. So definitely, don't get bearish. This is not the time to be bearish. In case you're feeling bearish because you see all the market, all the crypto bubbles red, or you see your portfolio, going down in price. Don't get scared. Don't sell out of your position. Right around the corner, Bitcoin is going to go parabolic. This is what Bitcoin does, and the market does. It's very psychological and very emotional. 99% of the people, get shaken out. 99% of the people, it's really hard, to be a real good trader because of the emotions. 99% of the people, they start feeling worried or, bad, like, oh, I'm gonna lose all my money. And I understand, it's hard-earned money, but I'm just, you just gotta look at the charts, and I've been doing this for a while now. So, nobody really knows 100% what's going to happen tomorrow for Bitcoin and cryptos. But when you've been in the game for a while, you pretty much you have an idea. And I've been studying the charts, and the charts show that Bitcoin is still in the parabolic bull run phase, and it's about to go parabolic. So if we do have a one last final shakeout, don't get shaken out. It's just the market maker, trying to get everybody to sell their positions. So don't be that person that sells out of the position and then comes in and buys higher prices. So don't be that person. Here, let me share this article with you guys. Why I think we're about due for a parabolic bull run pretty soon. But we might go sideways until next week. Let me share this article with you guys. Bitcoin price probably chops in 100K to 110K range until FOMC meeting. Analysts believe U.S. interest rates will not change, but Bitcoin price could benefit if the Federal Reserve mentions quantitative easing in the next FOMC meeting. I guess the meeting is next week, sometime in January 8th and 29th. And I think on the 29th, they start, like saying if they're gonna raise rates or not, and they give and Jerome Powell, that's the FOMC chair. He talks. He either scares people or he makes people happy. So he either spooks the market or he makes the market pump. Mr. Jerome Powell has that power. So let's keep reading this article. With the dust settling around the Trump pump trade, Bitcoin price has established a range between $100K and $110,000 since the newly elected U.S. president was inaugurated. The crypto asset jumped 3.78% on January 21st, but its price action has started to consolidate over the past 24 hours. With Bitcoin falling to demonstrate a clear directional headwind, with BTC failing to demonstrate a clear directional headwind on the lower time frame, one analyst believed that the sideways movement might extend until the end of the month. Will quantitative easing fuel Bitcoin's next rally? Krillin, a full-time crypto trader, hinted at the possibility of sideways consolidation between $100,000 and $110K until the FOMC meeting takes place January 28 and 29. So basically, he's saying, assuming no BOJ scam, we likely chop between 100K and 110K until FOMC end of the month. So there you go, guys. After the meeting, they're gonna announce, if they're gonna raise rates or if the rates are gonna stay the same, in between 4.25%, or 4.5%. So we're gonna wait and see if there's gonna be rate cuts or rate hikes. But probably, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to be neutral. They're not going to change anything. That's what, everybody's predicting. It looks like the CME FedWatch tool currently projects a 99.5% chance that interest rates will remain unchanged at 4.25% to 4.5%. So, however, a dovish press conference or any hints of a quantitative easing to address market functioning might trigger the next leg up for risk assets. So hopefully that's what the market's waiting for. These meetings, they usually dump the market or they pump, but it doesn't really matter. Even if they dump the market, it'll just be for like a day or two, and then we'll have a quick recovery because we are in the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin and cryptos. So there's nothing really that could stop the cycle. Ever since Bitcoin got created in January 2009, the cycle has been playing out, and right now we're in the last year of the bull run. So at any time right now, Bitcoin could go parabolic. It could even be before the FOMC meeting. Maybe it'll front run it. Maybe Bitcoin will go parabolic before the FOMC meeting and then correct when we have the meeting. Or it might just go sideways between 100K and 110K and then pump after the meeting. So it's all up in the air right now. But either way, don't get bearish. It's not the time to be bearish. Right now, it's the time to be bullish. I do believe, Bitcoin, it's not going to go to 70K or 76K like some bears are saying. Don't listen to the FUD out there. There's a lot of FUD out there where people think, that the bull run is over, that 109K was the top, and that we're basically just go downhill from now. I don't think that's the case. I do believe 90K is the sign. I do believe 90,000 is the line in the sand for Bitcoin. I don't believe we're gonna go lower than 90K. We have a lot of support here at 90K, and I do believe if for some crazy reason the market maker does a flash crash to around mid 90s or 90K, it'll be quickly bought up because all the whales like Michael Saylor, BlackRock, all the rich people, Donald Trump. All these rich people, they keep buying Bitcoin because they know it's going to go higher. I mean, they're insiders and they know about the 4-year cycle because they create it and they make Bitcoin go in this cycle. So they're going to keep buying because they know eventually once everybody's spooked, when the majority of people are fearful, that's when they flip the switch and they make Bitcoin go parabolic. So remain bullish on Bitcoin. I don't see anything but higher prices coming in soon. Again, there might be a quick dip to the mid 90s or even as low as 90K. But if that does happen, don't get shaken out. It'll be a V-shaped recovery and get bought up quickly, and will be right above 100 and in no time. But another scenario is that we just keep ranging between 100K and 110K until Bitcoin decides to go parabolic. And Bitcoin might decide to go parabolic at any time. There's really nobody really knows, but there is a small chance that it might go sideways for a week, and then after the FOMC meeting next week, then it'll go parabolic. But either way, what I'm thinking is it's probably gonna go sideways a few more days, and I think it's gonna front run the meeting. I think it's gonna go parabolic before the meeting, but nobody really knows. So we'll have to wait and see. But the thing I do know for sure is that we're not gonna go below 90K, and this is not the time to be bearish. Don't be selling out of your positions. Just hold, because I do believe the true altcoin season is right around the corner. I do believe by mid-February, we're gonna be in a full blast altcoin season where your favorite cryptos are gonna be doing like 50% gains every day. The next day they'll do like a 75% gain to the upside, and the next day after that they might even do a 100% move to the upside. So I do believe February is going to be very bullish for Bitcoin and cryptos. So it's right around the corner, guys. We're about to go parabolic. It could happen anytime. That's how Bitcoin is. Just right when everybody gets lullaby to sleep and gets bored with the Bitcoin and the market just going sideways, that's when it flips the switch and it goes parabolic. Remember what I've always trying to teach you guys, that Bitcoin and cryptos, 80% of the time they just go sideways. It's very boring. 80% of the time they go sideways in very boring action, just ranging, consolidating, and only about 20% of the time they have violent moves to the upside or to the downside. But remember that we're in the banana zone where everything goes up right now. So the next violent move is going to be to the upside. I don't believe we're going to have a deep correction for Bitcoin anytime soon. I do believe we have to go to higher prices before we see a deep correction for Bitcoin. And by a deep correction for Bitcoin, I mean like a 30% correction or more. I do believe Bitcoin has to get above around 120K before we see a deep correction of 30% or more. And the reason I believe that is because I studied the charts in all 3 previous cycles that Bitcoin had. Every time it went into price discovery, it always did a 100% move to the upside before it did a 30% correction or more. And this time, it went into price discovery in November 6th. The previous cycle top was 69K in 2021. So price discovery means when it goes above the previous all-time high and it stays above the previous all-time high. Because even though Bitcoin did wick in March 2024, to 73K, but it came right back down under 69K, between March and October. So it wasn't true price discovery, and true price discovery finally happened in November 6, 2024, where surpassed 69K and it stayed above it, and we've been above 69K this whole time. And so like I was saying, in all 3 previous cycles, every time Bitcoin goes into true price discovery, it always makes a 100% move to the upside before it has a 30% correction or more. So a 100% move from 69K would be around 138,000. So there is a potential that Bitcoin goes all the way up to $138,000 before we have a 30% correction or more. Now I'm being conservative, and I'm saying that at least Bitcoin will go above 120K before we see a deep correction of 30% or more for Bitcoin. So yeah, so once we get to 120K or above, then pretty soon we'll see a 30% correction. But right now, I do believe it's not time yet. We might see more corrections, But we're not going to go below 90K, and we're definitely not going to go to 70K, and definitely the bull run is not over. Don't get that out of your mind. Don't listen to the FUD out there. Don't listen to the bears. There's always bears out there, growling, trying to make everybody fearful. But definitely, I guess they don't know the 4-year cycle, because if you study the charts, right now the charts show that we're in the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin, and we're about to go parabolic again. So just stay bullish on Bitcoin, and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. So let's get right into the XRP update. See what XRP is doing at the time of recording. Current price of XRP right now is $3.13. XRP has been doing really good. It's been staying above $3. A lot of the altcoins have been correcting, like in double digits, but XRP has been doing really good. It's really been staying above $3. So this is very bullish for XRP, and like if you have been watching my videos, you guys know I'm very bullish for XRP this cycle. I do believe we could get to at least $15 at the top of the bull run, but it does have a potential to go as high as $30. Today we closed at $3.17, and the day before that we closed at $3.17, the same. And the day before that we closed at $3.10. So we're making higher highs and higher lows. So that's really good for XRP. What we don't want to happen for XRP is we don't want to go back under like $3. We don't want to be closing under $3, because we've been in this range. We were in this range between $2 and $2.90. For like a month. Let's see how long. Wait, where's $2 right here? Yeah, we were in it from December 1st all the way up to January 14th. So basically a month and a half. We were in that range between $2 and like $2.90, and we finally broke out of that range here in January 15th. So we've been for the last week, we've been in a new range, from around $3 to like $3.40. And if you have been watching my videos, even way before here, since December, I've been telling you guys that once XRP got to around 350, or close to 350, it was probably gonna stall out for a little bit, and have like a big sell-off. Well, not a big sell-off, but I mean there was gonna be people selling off, and probably it was gonna consolidate for a while underneath 350, because in case you don't know, $3.50 is the current all-time high for XRP, which it made in the 2017 cycle, in December 2017. So a lot of people bought that top 7 years ago, so they have been holding a long time. So they want to get their money back. So people who have been holding for 7 years, they're gonna just want to sell around close to 350 and get their money back. And that's why the XRP price is stalling out at this range. But once Bitcoin goes parabolic, it's gonna pull up XRP, and and then the XRP is gonna continue its parabolic bull run. Now, I do already think it's began its next leg up here on January 14. When it was around 250. It broke out of this range, and it's getting it's going on its next leg up. But of course, it's not going to go up in a straight line. It's going to have red days and sideways days. But I do believe it began its next leg up, and I do believe my next price target for XRP from like around 30 days from now is between $10 and 15 cents. I do believe it's going to mimic a similar move like it did here from like November 5th when it was around 50 cents. And it took about a month, to get to to $2.90. From November 5th to December 3rd, it made a little bit under a 6x. It went from 50 cents to $2.90. So I think XRP has begun a similar move. So it began in January 14. So maybe by mid-February, or sometime around there, could be a few days after, I do see XRP mimicking a 5 to 6x. So 5x from 250 is right around like $12.50. And the 6x would be right around $15. So that's why I expect a price for XRP between like $10 and 15 cents sometime by mid-February to late February. It could be a month and a half away. but I do see XRP has begun its parabolic move. It's just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic and go to higher prices, and then it's going to continue on its run. So stay bullish on XRP, and you'll be reaping the rewards here shortly. Oh, and let me, in case this is your first time watching my videos, I'll let you guys know that I do believe XRP and XLM are going to have a massive bull run this cycle. I do believe they're mimicking their 2017 cycle. In 2017, they did a massive gains. They did over a 500x from low to high. Now this time around, they already have high market cap, so I don't think they could do 500x. But I do believe XRP and XLM, they could do anywhere between a 50x to a 100x from the bear market low. So the bear market low of XRP was right around 30 cents. So I do believe XRP could get to at least around $3.50. That would be a 50x from oh no, I was thinking XLM. Let me say that again. I was confusing XLM with XRP. So I do believe XRP could get to at least $15, and that would be a 50x from the bear market low of 30 cents. And if Bitcoin got anywhere near 250k, then XRP could go as high as $30. And in case you don't know, my Bitcoin price prediction at the top of the bull run is sometime in September. I do believe Bitcoin's going to top off sometime in September 2025, and my price target for Bitcoin during that time is between 180k and 250k. I do believe it could do around a 12x to a 17x from the bear market low of 15k. And the reason I think that is because Bitcoin has had diminishing returns every cycle. In the 2017 cycle, it had like a 129x return from low to high. On the 2021 cycle, it had a 22x from low to high return. And on this cycle, since there are diminishing returns, I do believe it's going to be under 22x. I'm guessing, well, not guessing, but the chart shows that it'll probably do somewhere between like a 12x and 17x. So that's why I'm saying somewhere between like 180k and 250k. That would be my price target. But I would love to be wrong. Like some moon boys are saying that it'll go over $500,000 or even up to $1 million in price during this cycle at the end of the year. But I don't think that's going to happen. Just like I just explained, because of diminishing returns. If Bitcoin did a 22x, that would be right around like a $330, $330,000. So yeah, like a 22x from the 15,000 low for Bitcoin would be around 330,000. But again, I don't think it could do more than 22x because the chart shows that there are diminishing returns. So it's definitely the return, the excess, the gains for Bitcoin this cycle is definitely going to be less than 22x because that's what the chart shows. So that would be like the maximum 330. But realistically, I do believe it'll be right around like 180k to 250k this cycle. Definitely not anywhere near $500,000 or $1 million. But I would love to be wrong. I would love it if Bitcoin got to like $500,000 or $1 million. If Bitcoin got to $1 million, we'll all be instant millionaires. Because remember that Bitcoin is the original crypto, and the altcoins follow Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is like the father, and altcoins are like the children, and the children follow the father. That's why the altcoins follow Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin got to $1 million, then all your altcoins are gonna moon. They'll be they'll moon even more than Bitcoin. So we'll all be like instant millionaires if Bitcoin got to $1 million. So hopefully that happens. I would love to be wrong, and I would love to see Bitcoin at $1 million. The higher the better. But realistically speaking, the chart shows that it'll probably top off somewhere between 180k and 250k sometime in September 2025, give or take a month. But anyways, remain bullish on XRP, and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. So let's get right into the XLM update. See what XLM is doing at the time of recording. Current price of XLM is 42 cents. We've been doing good here. We've kind of built 41 cents as a support. It's been a support here for a long time now. And today we did manage to close at 42.8, and the day before that 44, and the day before that 44. So we've been staying about 41 cents. The more we close about 41 cents, the better. We don't want to fall back under 41 cents. We don't want to get under that range. We want to stay above 41 cents. And I do believe XLM is just waiting for Bitcoin to make a new all-time high and to go parabolic, and then XLM is going to follow. So stay bullish on XLM. XLM is due to break out. It's been consolidating for over 2 months now, ever since November 23rd. So basically, it's been literally 2 months. The XLM has been consolidating, between like 31 cents and 50 cents, which has been consolidating, going sideways. But right now, I do believe XLM is holding strong. It's not just like XRP. It's not correcting as much as some other altcoins, and it's just ready to go parabolic. And usually, XRP goes parabolic, and then XLM follows. So I do believe XRP and XLM are about to go parabolic. The short term here for XLM, once Bitcoin goes parabolic and XLM follows, I do believe once it breaks its current local top of 63 cents, and might see a little bit of resistance around 73 cents, because that's the 2021 cycle top. Chopped off around 73 cents. So there might be a few people to sell off there, but realistically, I see more selling off right around 93 cents. That's the current all-time high for XLM that it made in December 2017. So just like XRP, a lot of people bought that top in late 2017. So once we get close to 93 cents, I do expect a little bit of sideways action, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of selling off by people who have been holding for over 7 years, just trying to get their money back. But in the long term here, at the top of the bull run for XLM, just like XRP, I do believe they're going to have a massive bull run. I do believe they could do anywhere between a 50 to 100x from the bear market low. So the bear market low for XLM was right around 7 cents. So I do believe XLM could at least get to around $3.50 this cycle. And I do believe if Bitcoin gets anywhere near 250K, then I do see XLM potentially getting as high as $7. So remain bullish on XLM. It's just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic, and then XLM is going to follow. So let's get right into the Jasmy update. See what Jasmy is doing at the time of recording. Current price of Jasmy is 0.2571. Looks like Jasmy, struggling, but it's a really good buy. It's the perfect time to buy the Jasmy dip. Definitely, if I was looking for a good altcoin to buy, I would buy Jasmy right now. That would be my number one pick. That and Crow with Knife and COQ, because they're all basically they've retraced a lot from the local top, and they're getting ready to bottom out, and basically once you hit rock bottom, there's only one way up. There's only one way to go, and that's up. So I do believe Jasmy's bottoming out here at 0.25. I do believe it's basically bottoming out, and only one way to go, and that is up. So it basically did over a 50% retracement here from the local top of 6 cents. It got all the way up below 3 cents. So it's done like over a 50% correction. But anyways, Jasmy's still doing really good for the cycle. It's normal. Once a project has moon like Jasmy, it's normal to have retracements. From the bear market low of 0028, it's already done, like over 10x, so definitely, it's got to retrace. From 0028 to 6 cents, it actually did over a 20x, so that's why, it's retraced all the way to 0.25, because, it did over 20x, and now it's got to have, people are taking profits, but right now, it's been correcting ever since December 5th. So, it's been correcting, for a month and a half. So, it's the perfect time to buy the dip. It's the perfect time to buy the dip, and, it's getting ready, to go parabolic again. It's just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic, and then Jasmy is going to follow. And I'm very bullish on Jasmy, in the long term. It's a really good project. It has a lot of narratives. It has the Internet of Things narrative. It has the Web3 gaming narrative. It has the AI narrative. It has a robotics narrative. It has a DeepIn narrative. It has even a medical narrative. It's just doing a little bit of everything, and it's being run by a solid team. I believe the Jasmy team is made up of 4 ex-Sony executives, and we all know what these ex-Sony executives did with the Sony brand. Everybody knows about the Sony PlayStation, and everybody knows about the Sony electronics. So, you know, they made Sony a very successful brand, and I think they're going to do the same thing with Jasmy. They're going to, you know, make Jasmy successful. These Forex Sony executives, they know how to market a product, and they know how to follow through. They don't give up, you know, and, you know, they accomplish their goals. So, you know, I do believe Jasmy is going to get to at least $1 this cycle. A lot of people are saying it could only get to like 30 cents or 60 cents at the top of the bull run. But even if it only got to 30 cents, I mean, that's still like, you know, like a 100x from the bear market low of 0028. And even if it only got to 60 cents, that's still a 200x from the bear market low of 0028. But, you know, I'm very bullish on Jasmy. I'm saying it could get somewhere close to $1. You know, it might not hit completely $1 because the dollar is a psychological number. Like, you know, Bitcoin was to 100K. It took a while to get to 100K. But, you know, it could get to like, you know, like 95 cents, you know, or, you know, in the 90 cents for sure. But there is a chance it could go to $1 or even more. Nobody really knows. But that's my price target, is somewhere around $1 for Jasmy at the top of the bull run. And on the short term here, I do believe Jasmy, as soon as Bitcoin goes parabolic, it's going to do it's going to mimic the move it had here, you know, where it went from like, you know, 2 cents here on November 27th, you know, went from 2 cents all the way up to, you know, 6 cents, you know, in December 5th. So basically, it's going to do a 200% move here anytime. So it's going to go, you know, go from like, you know, right, like 0.25 cents, you know, it could get all the way up to like 8 cents, you know, to 9 cents. I'm thinking more closer to 9 cents. But anywhere between 8 to 10 cents is my next short-term price target for Jasmy. Once Bitcoin goes parabolic, Jasmy will follow. So stay bullish on Jasmy, and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. So let's get right into the XCN update. See what XCN is doing at the time of recording. Current price of XCN is 0.12. XCN has been doing great. Look at these big green, massive green candles it had here on, you know, January 16, 17, 18, and 20th. The time to get into XCN was actually before January 13, when it was, you know, under 0.25. You know, it's already mooned. You know, basically it did like, you know, like a 4 to 5x from 0.025, you know, all the way to, you know, to, it got as high as 0.1450. You know, so they're like, you know, like a 5x. It's almost a 6x here. You know, in a short term. Basically, you know, how long here? 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 days. Actually, no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It did like a 4 to 5x in 4 days. You know, and now it's just kind of, you know, been retracing and consolidating. So, you know, XCN is showing a very bullish chart. It's you know, consolidating above a penny, so it's building a baseline, a support line above a penny, and we don't really want to go under a penny. We don't want to close under a penny. Today we closed at 0.12, and the day before that we closed at 0.1282, and the day before that we closed at so basically, you know, we've been closing around 0.12 the last few days. So that's really good. You know, we want to stay above a penny. You know, we don't want to go back under a penny. That way, you know, these gains just keep on coming. And once Bitcoin goes parabolic, and once XCN is done consolidating, you know, it's going to go parabolic again. It might be a little while since they had this massive move here in a few days. It might consolidate for you know, a week or two, maybe even a month. Because, you know, just like XRP and XLM, after they made their big move, you saw how they consolidated for a month or two. But since we are in the banana zone, XCN might be one of those huge winners. So it might only consolidate for like, you know, another week or two and then go parabolic. But we'll wait and see. Either way, I'm very bullish on XCN in the long term. I do believe, you know, XCN could get to at least 25 cents at the top of the bull run. So even if you bought in right now, you still have a good 20x to the top of the bull run, even though it's already mooned from the bear market low of 0.007. That was the bear market low for XCN. If you got in close to that price, kudos to you. So there you go. But either way, there is a chance it could get to at least 25 cents and maybe even as high as 50 cents. But I'm being conservative. I'm saying it could at least get to 25 cents this cycle. So yeah, stay bullish on XCN, and you'll reap the rewards here shortly. So let's get right into the Avax blockchain update. See what Avax is doing. Another great crypto to pick up right now. If you're bullish on Avalanche, if you're bullish on a AAA crypto, although the returns are going to be less than the Jasmy and XCN because it's already a higher market cap. If you're looking for bigger gains, I would look into Jasmy, XCN, Crow with Knife, and COQ because they have lower market caps. You're going to have bigger gains with those coins. But Avalanche is still a great crypto to pick up right now. If you're looking for a solid AAA blockchain that's not going to get rug pulls, not going to go to zero. You got heavy hitters backing it. It's got a really good team, very smart people running it. It's got a real world asset narrative. It's got a Web3 gaming narrative. It's the number one blockchain for Web3 gaming. It does have the number one Web3 game of the year for 2024, which is Off the Grid by Gunzilla. And it's got over 100 Web3 games running on the blockchain. It's definitely the number one gaming Web3 blockchain. So don't miss out on Avalanche. And it also has a real world asset narrative. And just recently, it's going to come out with the Avalanche AI 9000, Avalanche 9000 AI. It's going to be a new ecosystem for Avalanche. So it's going to get into AI. So Avalanche is, basically has an AI narrative as well. It looks like AI is going to be a really big narrative, and Avalanche is going to take advantage of that. I think once the Avalanche 9000 AI comes out, I think it's going to start going parabolic because it's already a AAA blockchain, AAA blockchain. If you add AI to Avax, then it has everything. JP Morgan has a private blockchain on the Avalanche ecosystem. You can't buy the JP Morgan token, but it does have it because they don't have a token. They just have their private blockchain, but they don't have a token. And the California DMV is also using the Avax blockchain to hold all the California vehicle titles. And I do believe once Donald Trump gives clarity to cryptos, other DMV states, other states are going to follow. Their DMVs are going to follow and and adopt the California way and put their titles in the blockchain. And since California is already using Avax, they'll probably do the same thing. So Avax is definitely a winner to me. I'm very bullish on Avax, and I do believe at the top of the bull run, it could get anywhere to at least $300 to $600 easily. The current all-time high is $140 that it made in November 2021. And so, I do believe it could at least double it and get to around $300. But realistically, I do believe it could get to as high as $600. And I do believe Avalanche is a late bloomer, just like the Kronos blockchain. Avax in the 2021 cycle was a late bloomer. It really didn't run until at the end of 2021, and it topped off with Bitcoin in November 2021. So I think something similar is going to happen with Avalanche. I think it's just being suppressed right now, but pretty soon, before you know it, it'll start running, and it's going to keep running until late 2025, and it'll top off with Bitcoin, and most likely somewhere between close to $600 it might top off, but at least it'll at least hit $300. That's like my bearish case scenario. And here on the short term, it's just waiting for Bitcoin, to go parabolic, and it's going to blast off. It's going to blast off past 55, and probably the next consolidation will be right around $65 because that's the local top that we did in March 2025. We got a size $65, so there might be some selling off there. But either way, Avalanche is going to do really good this cycle, so remain bullish on Avalanche. So let's get right into the Crow with Knife update. See what CAW is doing. So it looks like the CAW price is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7, 3. It's basically 0.703. Great price for Crow with Knife. It's only like it's under a $30 million market cap. Here it says right here it's a $26.28 million market cap. You couldn't go wrong with it. I was talking to one of my Patreon members earlier today, and she wanted to buy Crow with Knife, and I helped her out. And it's definitely she's gonna do good. She's gonna make some good money here. As soon as Crow with Knife runs. But again, the Kronos blockchain is a late bloomer. So I do believe the Kronos blockchain and its ecosystems like CAW, Crow with Knife are definitely gonna have their time to run. Just like all the other meme coins that ran, like Pepe, Brett, Turbo, they already ran massively. They had their time in the sun. But CAW and COQ are gonna have their time in the sun too. That's why right now I'm accumulating Crow with Knife and COQ because I know they're about to run. And I was talking to my Patreon, one of my Patreon members, subscribers, and definitely she said she bought some Crow with Knife. So definitely in case you're interested, guys, I just started a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Top Crypto Bull. Basically, like in the intro screen or in the outro screen, it's right on there. Or it's also on the link here on the description. It's patreon.com/Top Crypto Bull. So definitely, it's only $20. If you're new or you need help, with crypto, or even if you're you've been in crypto for a while, it's still going to be a good Patreon. Because right there, me and my team, we research, hidden gems. We're gonna be, dishing out hidden gems to our Patreon members. That way they could get in it before they run. And so definitely look into the Patreon. Again, it's patreon.com/Top Crypto Bull. Only $20, and you'll get a lot of rewards for it. So let's get right into the Crow with Knife update. Like I was saying, I think it's a great buy right now. We did dip as low as 0.70249 on January 20, but I think it bottomed out. We had a massive spike all the way up to like 0.7047, and now we retraced to 0.703. But that's what Crow with Knife does. Look at this chart here. It dips and then it has massive runs. It's a great trader's coin. It dips, it goes up to the upside and then retraces. But I do believe it's done bottoming out, and as soon as Bitcoin goes parabolic and the Kronos blockchain starts running, Crow with Knife being the #1 meme coin on the Kronos blockchain is going to go parabolic. Being only at $26.28 million market cap, I do believe it's going to have massive gains at the top of the bull run, because I do believe it could either get to $1 billion market cap or get pretty close. It might even go higher than $1 billion market cap. But I'm being conservative. I'm saying it could get at least to $1 billion market cap or pretty close to $1 billion market cap. So even if you bought right now at $26 million market cap, that's still like a good 40x from the price of today. So that's pretty good returns. So that means if you invested $1,000 right now, you would get like $40,000 at the top of the bull run, if it got to $1 billion market cap. So yeah, stay bullish on Crow with Knife. Definitely don't miss out on it. I definitely think it's going to have its time in its sun here soon. So let's get right into the COQ, the Cock Inu update. Same thing with Crow with Knife. It's been retracing. They had their local tops, about a month ago, and now they've been retracing, which is the perfect time to buy the dip. Current price of COQ is 0.608. And I do believe, just like Crow with Knife, nothing different. It's a meme coin. It's the #1 meme coin on the Avalanche blockchain. So both the Avalanche blockchain and the Kronos blockchain are late bloomers. That's why the COQ also has a low market cap, 60.15 million, and I also believe it could get close to $1 billion market cap. So that's why COQ and CAW, I believe, are going to have massive gains as soon as Bitcoin goes parabolic, and as soon as Avalanche blockchain and its ecosystem run, and also the Kronos blockchain and ecosystem run. And that's right around the corner, because I do believe the true altcoin season is going to be sometime around mid-February. So that's when all your favorite altcoins are going to go parabolic. Every day they'll be going like 50% to the upside, sometimes even 75% to the upside every day, and some days even 100% to the upside every day. So just perfect time to accumulate. COQ and CAW is right now. They have super low market caps. Don't miss out on them, because just like Pepe, and WIF, and Bonk, they're gonna get over $1 billion market cap, because COQ is the #1 meme coin on Avalanche, and CAW is the #1 meme coin on the Kronos blockchain. So they're very popular. They have a big community. So they're gonna push them. They're just waiting their turn. And again, the Avalanche blockchain and the Kronos blockchain are late bloomers. They're gonna have their time in their sun. In late September late 2025. So once Pepe and Bonk and all these other meme coins are done running, that's when COQ and Crow with Knife are gonna shine, and they'll be they'll keep running until the end of 2025, or basically until Bitcoin tops off. And I think Bitcoin's gonna top off sometime around September 2025. So stay bullish on COQ, and you'll be reaping the rewards here shortly. So last thing I want to show you is the DXY. I want to always show you the DXY to show you guys how the DXY and Bitcoin have an inverse relationship. Remember here around January 13, is when the DXY, the US dollar index, topped off at 110.17. I don't know if you remember, but I do. Bitcoin was like in the low 90s, was in the low 90Ks, and that's why because the DXY was high. But when the DXY is high, it suppresses Bitcoin, and suppresses Bitcoin from going to higher prices, and it just makes it go sideways or down. But when the DXY goes down, it makes Bitcoin go up. So that's why ever since January 14, it kept going down. That's why Bitcoin price kept going up, up, up. So that's why Bitcoin has gotten into above 100K, and we're staying above 100K right now because the DXY is in lower prices. It's right around $108. So definitely we want to keep seeing the DXY go lower and lower, and the lower the DXY goes, the higher Bitcoin will go. So hopefully the DXY keeps collapsing, and that'll make Bitcoin and cryptos go higher. So just wanted to show you that. And then I like one piece of article I wanted to share with you guys besides the one I already shared, and it's this one right here. It says Bitcoin can hit 700K amid currency debasement fears, BlackRock CEO. So the BlackRock CEO, Larry Fink, appeared for an interview at the World Economic Forum's conference in Davos to discuss the future of digital currency, and said that Bitcoin could climb to $700,000 per coin amid currency debasement fears. The CEO said collective small allocations from asset managers between 2 to 5% could drive such a price increase. Fink told Bloomberg. This is what Fink said. If you are frightened about the debasement of your currency, or you're frightened of the economic or political stability of your country, you can have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin that will overcome those local fears. He also said, and so I am a big believer in the utilization of that as an instrument. That's what the BlackRock CEO Fink said. And he also said that his statements are qualified by adding that he was not promoting Bitcoin. Like, whatever. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not promoting Bitcoin, but I'm saying you get to like 700,000 K, and that you should probably own some. Well, I guess that's his disclaimer. So let's see this last thing here said. Fink also said he was concerned about the possibility of elevated inflation over the next 12 months, and warned there was a danger of assuming that peak inflationary levels have already been reached. But again, you guys would know if you've been following my channels that the inflation doesn't matter. The wars don't matter. The inflation doesn't matter. The rate hikes don't matter. The president doesn't matter. Nothing really matters when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptos. Bitcoin follows a 4-year cycle, and the cryptos follow Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin cycle hasn't been broken since it got created in 2009. So for the last 16 years, from 2009 until now, there has been wars, there has been recessions, there has been inflation, there has been rate hikes, rate cuts, but it doesn't matter because Bitcoin always goes up. It follows its 4-year cycle, 1 year bear market and 3 years of bull run, amidst all the wars and all the fears. Even in 2020, when everybody was scared, with the pandemic, when the whole world got locked down, everybody was fearful, Bitcoin still made higher prices. It did have a correction because, that's what Bitcoin does. It has correction. It doesn't go up in a straight line. it has corrections, it goes sideways. But eventually, it recovered in a V-shaped recovery after the pandemic scare, and it went into higher prices. 2021 was a massive bull run. So even the pandemic in 2020 didn't stop Bitcoin. So no war is going to stop Bitcoin. No president is going to stop Bitcoin. No inflation, no rate hikes, no rate cuts. Nothing is going to stop Bitcoin. It follows the 4-year cycle, and it's going to keep following it until it doesn't. But so far, it keeps following it. So that's why I keep making all my assumptions, all my trading decisions according to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle, because that's what has always happened, and I'm gonna keep using that strategy until it changes. But it might never change. Look at the S&P 500. I mean, it's been going up for like hundreds of years. So Bitcoin might keep going up for for a long time as well. So definitely stay bullish on Bitcoin. Now about this 700K, I don't think it could get you 700K. I already explained why earlier in the video. I do believe my price target for Bitcoin is between 180K and 250K. Rewind the video if you want the complete explanation why that's my price target. And then another thing is that this Davos meeting here, this World Economic Forum conference that they had in Davos. There's been a lot of people promoting Bitcoin and cryptos and cryptocurrency, blockchain. Even the Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, he's been in this same World Economic Forum, he's been promoting Bitcoin in the U.S. Brian Armstrong, the Coinbase CEO, he's been promoting Bitcoin reserve plan for all the countries, not only the U.S. He talked there in the World Economic Forum, and he was basically telling all the world leaders that it would be wise for them to adopt a Bitcoin reserve currency. So they're all promoting Bitcoin and cryptos, so that's really good for us. The more money comes into Bitcoin and cryptos, the more our bags get pumped, and the more money we make. So if you're listening to me right now, you're early in the game. Bitcoin is still not mass adopted. Right now when Trump gives clarity, all the big institutions are going to be pumping money into Bitcoin and cryptos. And the more countries adopt, Bitcoin and cryptos as a U.S. The more countries adopt Bitcoin and cryptos as reserve currencies, the more Bitcoin and cryptos are going to be mass adopted, and the more money we'll make. So we're early in the game. And if you want to join a community, if you're new to crypto and don't know how to get started, don't know what to buy, like I said, I just started a Patreon yesterday. It's patreon.com/topcryptobull. Just like in the beginning intro scene and the outro scene, it stays right on there. It's also in the description. So definitely, it's only $20. Maybe it might be a good idea if you're new or want to join a community of like-minded people. Where you could talk, and talk all about crypto. We're full of crypto enthusiasts, traders, and investors. So just thought I'd get that out there. Just trying to build a good, humble, crypto community where we all make money. If you're new, I'll show you how to use exchanges, DEXs, which cryptos to buy. I'll basically hold your hand all the way. So definitely think about joining the Patreon at patreon.com/topcryptobull. Only $20. Let me see. Is there any other news I wanted to share with you guys? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I already shared this one here. Bitcoin price probably chops 100K, 110K. Yep. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. Remember, guys, that when everything is red, it's the perfect time to buy the dip. Remember the Warren Buffett quote, what he says about fear and greed. Remember the famous quote I have put up sometimes. It reads like this: it reads like this: be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. So right now, when the market is red, when it's when there's blood on the street, the majority of the market is fearful. So that's the best time to be greedy. And that's how Warren Buffett became a billionaire. He became a billionaire on buying people's fear. Every time, on red days when everybody was fearful, and nobody wanted to buy, that's when he bought. He became a contrarian, against the sentiment of the market, and he bought people's fear. So he was greedy when everybody was fearful, and he bought the dips, and that's how he became a billionaire. So remember, be fearful. No, the quote is, be greedy when others are fearful. So right now, there's probably a lot of fearful people because most of the coins are in the red. So it's the perfect time to be greedy and buy the altcoin dip. So that's pretty much it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This Top Crypto Bull signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.